right, good morning. So things change, of course. Schedules change, plans change. Last night, I found a hoof trimmer that'll come on site. It's a veterinarian. All right, so the goal is to get that cow way out there, over here, and get her inside the working area. So just hang out, give her time. Here she comes. It's cold this morning, huh? Hey, you're awful friendly. And I dare say we could actually get those girls in here. Hey, honey. Come on, honey. Come on. Whoa. Awesome. Yeah, actually, while you're there, will you close that gate? Hey. We're gonna kill two birds. These are the exact two. And get this one behind Sally if you can. This is a smarter Paul would have pulled that gate over first so we can push into them. Now we have to pull it through them, which is very hard. I think they'll eventually, once they eat that up, they'll eventually come over here. I think actually the play is to put this over there, wedge the camera, and I can go out this side door. Excuse me. Excuse me, honey. We did it. That's her baby bull. Oh yeah, I was gonna check. I know. I'm gonna see if I can just unlatch it from here and get Mouse in there. I'm hoping if I stay on the other side of the gate, they won't be as cranky. Oh, this is impossible to do with one hand. It's the wrong way, buddy.
Okay, I can go down there.
Actually, this is fine. So I can do this. It's okay. Your little boy's right there. Your little girl's right there. That's 3 generations of Sally. I guess, I don't know if cows really have generations when they're born every year. Oh, they're riled up. Let's give them some time. There's no water in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could turn it back on. It will just take me 20 minutes or so, and a prayer that the pipes are all intact. All right, this is good. This is good. This actually worked out perfectly. We got the girls separated.
Yeah.
We've got Sally and her family pinned.
I bet they escape.
They may escape, but then we'll hopefully find out how. Because that fence, like, we just repaired it, so it's as good as it's gonna get. They currently don't have any water in there because my well is off. So let's see. I've got to turn these back on. Close that. And then connect the pump here. This is live. I really wish I had something other than a screwdriver, let me tell you, because it's gonna arc. I should have brought some Kleins. Yeah, see? Should have brought some Kleins. All right, well, if my heart stops, so be it. It's so dangerous what I just did. Did you see how it jumped? If my hand had slipped off of that, hit that contact. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna see if I got a bigger Phillips. Nope, that's my big Phillips. All right. Let me see. Let me try flathead. Here we go. Yeah, okay, cool. Drop that sucker on. Can I even? There we go. Okay. All right, it's pumping. I can feel it. So it's going somewhere. All right, now I just gotta look for leaks. Let's check this one out. What a pretty faucet you are. Nothing. Oh yeah. Well water. Oh. All right, well, that's good. No leaks there. Let's talk about what we're gonna do differently. A couple months ago, I didn't make this video because the day was horrible. Look, you were in here a few weeks ago. Whoa, you ready? Hey. Up, up, up. Up. We were cows, it was a disaster. I almost got trampled, almost got killed. Then Laura went to the ER, has a pretty bad infection. She couldn't walk. Terrible day. So last night when I get this email from the on-call vet, he's like, oh yeah, we do hoof trimmings. We can be there this afternoon, or tomorrow afternoon. I'm just like, all these PTSD moments are like running through my head. Me like punching a cow because it's either me or her, you know. So I analyzed the footage and I think we're gonna make some changes. First off, it's very clear that your alley should not be bull wire, or if it is, it needs to be welded. That's number one, and it should be 6 feet. It's 4 foot like that, or 5 foot or whatever. She jumped it and crushed it, right? So it needs to be taller. Second, it needs to be, see how she turns around in there? If she can turn around, that means they can get perpendicular to the fence, and that's when they're gonna jump. And so we need to narrow it in. The other thing to worry about is the fences or the pins are just big squares. And the problem is the cows will follow a fence line, right? And you can't get in front of them because they're so worked up. So what happens is they just run in circles. And, you know, it's this like terrifying cow tornado. And so, yeah, the answer to that is to get like like turnstiles to get the corners out, because then you can sweep a door in an arc. And so I think the intersection we're gonna, or the inner, not inter, in the inner pen, we'll make a turnstile. Then out of that we may like make a U, that way we can swing a door one way, close it off, you know. Got some ideas. The wind was just simply too bad to do this part, so I'm going to voice over from the comfort of my farm office. This is Sally getting caught in the pen. She went in basically the first time. She went right after her son, as you can see there, and we're just kind of getting her in. They attached this thick climbing rope and haul back on her hoof. And nothing nearly as fancy as those big hydraulic lifts you see on professional hoof trimmers like on dairy farms in the UK. But in a pinch, a rope and some leverage works just fine. We put boards behind them. If you recall, that was a big problem in our flashback scene. You really want to use pipes here, boards, if the cow keeps getting back and forth before the head gets in the gate. They can really hurt themselves on those boards. So you really want to use pipe, just the big steel fence pipe that's here. And you don't want a broken tail or anything like that. Okay, so the vet crawled in and he's just kind of cleaning out the gunk between the hooves, taking a look. And at this point I'm thinking that this is a lot worse than any of us thought. There's significant problems in her hoof here of it growing back, decaying, regrowing, and it's just not so great. It really, the poor girl is just in a lot of pain. But he's going to do a quick touch up here with a grinding wheel. And one of the things, I'm going to slide this board back in here. If you'll watch, I'm being really careful not to put my hands in front of that board, in front of the pipe at all. Because even if she feels that board and she jerks back, she's got enough force in those legs to snap a finger off. And so I'm just kind of holding it as best I can where there's no chance of me getting injured. You can also see the vet is pretty light in his seat, and if she moves whatsoever, he just leans back. And everyone here is trying to be as safe as we can in this fairly dangerous predicament. So here we're gonna, a little difficult on the camera angle, but we're pulling the palpation chamber back, and he's gonna apply some sealant into the crack, and it's just antibiotic, and then it's also gonna seal it. And yeah, other than that, we gave her some kind of general purpose antibiotics and just let her out. She is of course afraid, but she gets out there no problem. Poor Sally. Difficult day. If you'll see, as soon as he gets behind her field of view, she goes forward. Watch. Boom. Good girl.
Well, that was as good as could be expected. Really bad prognosis though. So she has a crack. She has a crack in her fingernail, or to her hoof. And if you can imagine in your finger, a crack from tip to source all the way. And which would be immensely painful, right? But the difference is cows walk on their fingernails. So it just hurts her all the time. And that this is probably going to be the way she is for the rest of her life, which means a cull, which is sad. She throws the greatest calves, the most gentle calves. She should get reasonably better in a couple of weeks, but he says most likely this is going to happen again and again. That crack will heal a little bit, and it'll grow out, and then it'll get injured again, and it'll widen, and it'll go right back to the root. And so she'll just oscillate between walking okay and being in tremendous pain. Anyway, that's the events. And we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed that poor lame Sally gets another chance at life.